Hello everyone. Today we are going to walk through it as buttons, and when you hover over a button, you see a small pop-up with details about the element. So let's break it down step by step. The step number one, importing the library. Import tkinter as tk. First we import the tkinter library. This library helps us to create GUI, that is means graphical user interfaces like windows and buttons. Next, step number two, setting up constants. Okay, these constants define the appearance and layout of the buttons. Here we define some constants. Think of them as shortcuts for commonly used values. For example, the button width is equal to 5 means all buttons will have a width of 5. This saves us from writing the same value over and over. This button width and height refers to set the size of the buttons. Set the size of the buttons. This BG means the background color of the buttons. Here I gave light blue. And then this is the button padding, X and Y. I gave the padding between buttons. And then finally, the background color for the tooltips, light yellow. Okay. Next, step number three, element data. This is the list of dictionaries. Okay, each dictionary represents the element. For example, see hydrogen. Hydrogen has the symbol H. So this symbol is the chemical symbol. Name I gave the full name of the element, and then atomic number is the atomic number. Atomic mass, atomic mass. The group, like the chemical group, like family or non-metal or the noble gas or metalloids, whatever maybe. So, for example, see the hydrogen has the symbol H, atomic number 1, and atomic mass 1.008, and it belongs to the group non-metal. Okay. Okay. Likewise, I create the dictionary. Step number 4, tooltip class. What is meant by tooltip class? Now let's talk about the tooltip class. Okay, this is responsible for showing a pop-up when we hover over a button. Okay, first it initializes the tooltip object with the target widget and text. Okay, so here how it works. See this widget. This is the button the tooltip is attached to. So the widget is the button. The tooltip is attached here. Next text here I gave self dot text is equal to text. This is the message we will display in the tooltip. So here text is the message we will display in the tooltip. Finally, this tooltip window is equal to null means this stores the pop-up window which starts as null because there's no tooltip yet. Okay. Next, showing the tooltip. First, I give the intro for this. After that, I will explain line by line. When the user hovers over a button, this creates the pop-up window near the mouse cursor. So it displays the tooltip message with a light yellow background. Okay. First, um, see here. Imagine you are making a small program with a GUI. Okay. You want to show a small message called a tooltip when someone hovers over a certain area. Here, this def show tooltip here, the parameters self and event. Okay. So this defines the method named show tooltip, which takes two parameters like self and event. So self means is a reference to the instance of the class. Instance of the class. Next event. This is an object containing information about the event that triggered the tooltip. Okay. Next tooltip window return. That means this checks if the tooltip window attribute of the instance already exists. If it does, the method returns immediately, preventing the creation of multiple tooltip windows. Okay. Think of this, for example, it's like checking if you already have a piece of paper, okay, to write on. If you do, you don't need to get another one. Okay, you don't need to get another one. Like this. Next, creating the tooltip. Here, self dot tooltip window is equal to tk dot top level self dot widget. This creates a new top level window. Okay, a window that is not embedded in another window using the top level class from the tkator model. The self widget attribute is used as the parent widget. Okay, so once again, I'm saying for this line up to this door. Okay, so using the top level class from the tkator model, the self widget attribute is used as the parent widget. Okay, so now we are creating a new window for our tooltip. Hmm? It's getting it's like getting a new piece of paper to write on. Okay, for example, now we are creating a new window for our tooltip. It's like getting a new piece of paper to write on. So here, making the window look nice. So we are using this self dot tooltip window wm overrider direct. We gave true. That means we are telling the computer not to add any extra decorations to our window, like a title bar, We want it to look simple. Okay. This disables the window manager decorations, such as the title bar and borders. For the tooltip window, using the WM overrider direct method. Okay. Next, setting the window geometry. This is the window dot geometry means this sets the geometry of the tooltip window using the geometry method. The window is the position at a location. This is 10 pixels to the right and 10 pixels to the this is 10 pixels to the right and 10 pixels below the location of the event that triggered the tooltip. Okay, imagine, for example, imagine you are putting a sticky note on your desk. You want to place it near where your mouse is pointing. That's what this like does. Okay. Next, adding text to the window. It's creating the tooltip label. So this creates a new label widget. Okay. So this creates a new label widget using the label class from the tkinter module. So the label displays the text stored in the self.text attribute with the background color specified by the tooltip background, that is yellow in color. So it's constant. You have the border width of 1 pixel, the border width of 1 pixel and a solid relief. Okay. Now we are adding the actual text to our tooltip window. Okay. Now we are adding the actual text to our tooltip window. It's like writing on that piece of paper. Okay. Next, geometry manager. Okay. So finally, we are telling the computer to make the text visible in the window. It's like holding up the piece of paper, so everyone can see it. Okay. So next, hide hiding the is destroyed. Okay, sorry. When the user moves the mouse away, the pop-up window is destroyed, and we reset it to none. Okay. Okay. So once more, I'm saying when the user moves the mouse away, the pop-up window is destroyed. Okay, and we reset it to none. Okay. Next, step number 5, create a grid of element buttons, like the creating the periodic table. Here only we are creating the periodic table. Now we will create the buttons for the periodic table. Okay, here looping through elements, we go through each element in the list. Okay, what it means, calculates the row and column for each the button. So it calculates the row and column for each button. Example, see the hydrogen index 0. You know the row is equal to 0 and the column also 0. Okay. For helium, the index will be 1. The row is equal to 1 and the column is equal to 0 likewise. Next, adding the button to the grid. Okay. So for each element, we create a button. For each element, we create a button. The text is the symbol of the element, like H for hydrogen. Okay. The grid method places the button in the correct row and column. Next, adding tooltips to the button. We create a tooltip message. We create a tooltip message here. Okay. With the element details. Example for hydrogen, atomic mass 1.008, the group will be the non-metal. Okay. So likewise, we create a tooltip message with the element details. Okay. Next, attach tooltip. This attach tooltip, here we enter. Yeah, enter show the tooltip when the mouse enters the button. Okay. And this leave hide the tooltip when the mouse leaves. Okay. This enter show the tooltip when the mouse enters the button. This leave hide the tooltip when the mouse leaves. So the main application will be the main function. Okay, it creates the main window with the title periodic table. So it calls the create periodic table function to add buttons. Keeps the window open and interactive. Okay, finally the running the program. This line ensures the program runs only if it's executed directly. Okay, so this is the output. See, run the program. So hover over a button, for example, hydrogen. Okay, for hydrogen, a yellow pop-up appears showing hydrogen details. And see, helium details, lithium details, the phosphorus details, sulfur details. So the yellow, the pop-up appears showing sulfur details. So move the mouse away, pop-up disappears. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.